Hello, friends, and welcome back to Torches, Yoga, and Mindfulness. I'm Lauren, and I'll be your coach. Today, we're going to explore a guided meditation to cultivate our open curiosity. Sometimes, a challenging part of being mindful is the open curiosity. This means we must genuinely be open to new experiences, other people's new perspectives, without judgment. It means being able to embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and curiosity. And it can also mean being uncomfortable with uncertainty. When we approach an experience with an expectation that it's going to play out just like it has every other time, this is going to be the same thing that happened then, we limit our ability to see and embrace the uniqueness of this new experience. It limits our ability to see the possibilities and the different options that we may take this time around. And when you bring in those expectations of, oh, this is going to go just like it already went, this is the same thing, they're the same way, it's going to play out just the same. When we allow our past to continue to influence our present, we allow it to affect our reactions and our decision-making process today, keeping us stuck the same way we would have behaved years before, not allowing room for that growth. But when we take a moment in each new experience to look for the uniqueness, when we notice each moment with openness and mindfulness, we allow ourselves to see the subtle differences and the different options that could make this outcome more fulfilling than something we may have experienced before. To put open curiosity simply, when we have an approach of open curiosity, we seek to understand and not judge. So today's guided meditation is going to be focused on cultivating that sense of open curiosity and exploring and getting to know it. I do, of course, have some of my favorite tools that I would incorporate into my own practices. So if you have anything like this that you would want to incorporate into your practice, please feel free to do so. First, we'll take a look at the gemstones I have here. A citrine, if you've seen our other guided meditations, she makes an appearance there as well. Citrine is always going to be your best bet, your go-to when you're looking to work with mental clarity and openness and creativity. Also great for success. Now I struggle with this one. Lapis lazuli, wonderful for intuition, creativity, connecting to that inner self. And then we've got green aventurine. So green aventurine, an easy way to remember what this stone can be used for is it's great for bringing about new adventures. That wonder, that childlike curiosity, bringing that kind of energy into your practice and into your daily routine. Green aventurine is a good one for that. I also like to use smoky quartz. She's a very versatile use. Quartz kind of amplifies everything, but with the smoky quartz, it helps to kind of defog. It helps to clear away that negative energy, those rerun thoughts. Smoky quartz clears away the clutter so that maybe your other stones like green aventurine or citrine can bring in that open curiosity. Citrus, a lot of mindfulness practices, citrus is going to be another go-to. Lemons, limes, those bright, fresh smells, and help stimulate that memory and our cognitive functions. And speaking of stimulants, I won't go into much of a science lecture here, but frankincense is amazing. It's one of my favorites. The aromas of frankincense actually directly interact with our biology in our brain. It sends a flood of oxygen to our brain, invigorating it and stimulating it and waking it up for that clarity. And of course, frankincense comes as the oil. It's also a very common incense. If you want to use that, if you can burn that in your home or wherever you're at, to incorporate it into your practice. Please also keep in mind, if you're using the oils on your skin, the oils like this, they need to be diluted. I like to use a liquid coconut oil or a grapeseed oil. Just something simple. You can use EVOO. what you got in the kitchen, but you want to dilute it about a 1-to-3 ratio so that it doesn't irritate your skin. If you want to take a moment, go ahead, hit the pause button, gather up any tools you may like. And for this guided meditation, I do recommend closing your eyes fully, but if it does help you with a focal point of a stone or a candle, please feel free to use that as well. I'm going to go ahead and light up my frankincense incense I've got here for our practice. Like it's a little torch, because torches. One more thing I do want to mention before we start is a couple meditation tips. If you find you're struggling or you're new to the practice, I just wanted to share a couple tips that help me. If you find your mind is starting to wander and you're starting to think about what happened yesterday or what you've got going on this evening, if you find these wandering thoughts start to creep into our exercise, remind yourself first, it's okay. 100% okay, I promise. When you recognize that your mind has wandered off, label that thought. Something in the future we're planning for, something that's already happened, we're reminiscing. There's another one too, and that's fantasizing. That's when we're making up stories of what may happen, what could come to be. We don't know. Nobody knows the future. So we're just going to label those thoughts fantasizing. So if you do find your mind has wandered off, once you recognize it, just give it a quick label, return to your breath, return to my voice, and just jump back in wherever we're at to join us. One more tip I want to share. If you're feeling overly energetic, maybe a little fidgety, finding it just uncomfortable or hard to sit still in one place, take a break on this. Hit pause. We'll be here later. Go take a 10-minute walk. Go do some chores for 10 minutes. Work out some of that excess energy and then come on back. All right. So as you're ready, please find yourself to a comfortable seated position. I invite you to soften your gaze and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling slowly out of the mouth. With another deep inhale, feel your chest and diaphragm expanding to welcome in the oxygen. And on your exhale, let the tension in the face, neck, and shoulders release. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, allowing the relaxation to flow through your body. As your breath finds its way back to its natural rhythm, take a moment to connect with your body. Feel the weight of yourself pressing down on the seat or floor beneath you. Notice if there are any points of tension or discomfort. For a moment, leave your attention on the points of tension. And with your exhales, let that area soften and release. Readjust if needed. Bring your awareness to the present moment, clearing any thoughts of reminiscing, planning, or worry. Imagine your mind as a vast open sky. The sky is expansive and limitless. Are there clouds in your sky? Are they white and fluffy or dark? See these dark clouds, the judgment and assumptions, other people's perceptions. See them begin to dissipate. They grow fainter and fainter until they are no longer visible. As you breathe, say to yourself, I am open to the unknown. I am open to new ideas and perspectives. Let these words settle gently in your mind. Repeat until they sit comfortably with you. I am open to the unknown. I am open to new ideas and perspectives. Now bring to mind something you've been curious about but may not have explored. If nothing comes to mind, try pondering, why do the stars twinkle? What lies at the bottom of the ocean? How do the unseen forces of the universe like gravity and magnetism, shape our world. What is consciousness? Why do we have it? Ponder one of these for a moment. Notice how your body feels as you bring this curiosity to mind. Do you notice any sensations coming with the curiosity? Allow the curiosity to take as much space as it needs. Feel the excitement or intrigue naturally arise. Let that feeling grow, at first just a small spark, growing, now the size of a small flame on a birthday candle, growing still. Now you can feel the warmth coming from the flame of curiosity. Imagine approaching this curiosity like a child exploring the world for the first time. See yourself exploring the flame and welcoming it in like an old friend. No immediate answers are needed, no concern with labels as right or wrong. Reaffirm our intention. I am open to the unknown. I am open to new ideas and perspectives. Let yourself soften into this space of wonder. We have no timeline, no agenda, just open curiosity to the incoming experiences, unbound by our previous perceptions. Each experience is allowed to stand on its own, not to be judged or labeled, allowed just to be. Allow the curiosity to not only explore your external world, but to interact with your own thoughts, emotions, and belief. Let the curiosity gently turn inwards. Let it observe your thoughts without judgment, as if they were merely clouds in the sky. Are the thoughts slow, fast, fleeting, reruns? Do these thoughts bring any sensation with them in your body? If they do, make a mental note of where this thought presents itself in your body. If no sensations accompany, that is perfectly fine. Allow the curiosity to now extend to your feelings. Are there any sensations? Does a thought of fear or worry bring a sensation to your stomach, your chest, or throat? Does a feeling of peace or happiness bring relaxation, warmth, openness? Breathe deeply as you explore these feelings, not labeling them as right or wrong or too much, just embracing them as they are. Now invite your friend curiosity to explore your beliefs. What are the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and the world around us? Are there any beliefs that feel too heavy? Do some bring lightness? Simply observe the story and if or where it appears itself in your body. As the curiosity explores your internal landscape, notice the space it creates. Space to notice, accept, and release what no longer serves you. Space to see other options. Take a moment to appreciate and sit with this openness. Acknowledge how it allows us to connect with ourselves on a deeper level, bringing understanding and acceptance. With the curiosity flame vibrant, visualize yourself navigating life with a spirit of childlike wonder, asking questions and welcoming the unexpected with an open heart. Thank the flame of curiosity for its visit today. Invite it to stay with you as you move through the coming days, weeks, and months. Begin to deepen your breath, taking a refreshing inhale, allowing the curiosity to settle within as a new member of your team. Feel the temperature of the room you're in as it feels on your skin. Feel your weight against the seat or the floor. Gently bring movement back into your body, wiggling the fingers and toes. And before we fully come back, remind yourself that curiosity is always within you. It's a part of who you are, accessible at any time. I invite you to flutter those eyes open, come back to the space as you're ready. Welcome back, friend. How do you feel after that? Was that something new? Did you learn something about yourself? This is a wonderful experience to take to a journal for that deeper understanding. We can bring open curiosity to our daily lives without having to set aside 10 or 15 minutes every day in a quiet space to sit and meditate. We can bring it to our daily actions and our daily thoughts. I find the most accessible technique for practicing and playing with open curiosity is to question yourself. Question your assumptions. Actively challenge those preconceived notions you may have about somebody else, the world in general, or even yourself. If you're faced with a new task and you're like, oh, I can't do this, is that really your story? Ask yourself, is this really what I believe? Is there foundation to that belief? More often than not, you'll probably find no. Somebody else instilled that doubt, and somebody else instilled it in them, and them before, and them before. But we're going to change that. We're going to break that cycle. We're going to say, maybe I can do this. Maybe this will turn out different because just step back, take a look and see if I see anything different in this experience than one that maybe seemed familiar years before. Of course, I do have other exercises we can use to practice open curiosity in our daily lives. You can find that video on our page at Torches Coaching. As always, please feel free to reach out with any questions or concerns, or if you feel like you hit any blocks connecting with that open curiosity. Thank you so much for joining me today and letting me be a part of your practice. Stay present, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you soon.